What's up, party people? Today we're looking at another Dekaron update, Melon Farmer. This update not only brings us a great way to farm your Perpetuus in-game, but also some really nice UI enhancements that are going to make our quality of life in Dekaron much better. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any future content. Let's get this party started. Okay guys, it's Melon Farmer time. Let's talk about this update. So this update is basically bringing a mechanic to the game that is going to make it much easier to farm your Dragonic Perpetuus. And I'm going to tell you right now that if you are trying to farm your Dragonic Perpetuus, this event is absolutely worth your time. It is a fantastic way to very quickly farm your Perpetuus or get your Perpetuus much faster than, from what you could do before. Basically, the Banal Fairy, whatever, in Sacred Claw has a chance to drop a giant watermelon, as well as Maneuver in Drava's Secret Passage, and Melius, which is the fourth encounter in Eligos. And this is what you can get in your watermelon. So, in the watermelon, there are Caramel Fragments, 5, which actually is pretty nice given that it's a 100% set or a 100% probability of getting one of these items, so that's not bad. But the big thing here is you can get a Dragon Tongue, Sal Crystalline, Magic Crystal, or Corrupt Essence, which are all very important for getting your Perpetuus, with the exception of the Magic Crystal. And then at a 5% chance, you can get the Horn, which is huge because you guys know how rare the Horn is. You can get Caramel 30 Exchange Box, which is also pretty nice. You can get a Heat Hunting Box, Jackpot, or Sweet Mango Watermelon, which I'm guessing is a buff. And these are these two boxes, as you can see here. The Heat Hunting one is going to help you get your Squama, and the Heat Hunting Jackpot box is the one that is going to be helping you get your Perpetuus items. So, yeah, overall, it's just a nice little buff to people who are actively farming their Perpetuus. If you're like me, I only need Dragon Tongues, and honestly, going all the way to the Banal Fairy is not going to make much sense to me, or make much sense for me, because I'm going to need another person to do it, and I'll have to, to like pull the lever and stuff and get through. So I will probably continue when farming my Dragon Tongues to just kill the first two bosses. So for someone who just needs Dragon Tongues at this point, I don't see this as like a super useful update, but if you're at any other stage in farming the Perpetuus, I do feel like this is useful and pretty nice. The rewards are pretty good. I like that the Caramels are in here. I still think the numbers should be higher, especially since you're only going to get one drop or one chance at a watermelon per dungeon. It says here that it's not even 100%. To get the giant watermelon, so which I think it should be. It should be 100%. It would make the rewards much better, and it would just, I don't know. It should be 100%. I don't know what the chance is. Someone else will have to go try it out. I don't have the time to do it right now and tell me what the percentage is like. But I do think if you're farming the Perpetuus, this is just a nice little bonus to make farming the Perpetuus easier. So that is good. Now, we also had a change to the connection time rewards, and as usual with these connection time rewards, I don't know. I just never really think they're that good. Like, I haven't even collected connection time rewards in a super long time just because I don't feel like it's like worth putting in the time to do it. But let's go through here and talk about it. A normal pet egg bound, actually, I think that's really nice because it basically gives you a free pet roll if you have a permanent unique pet. So that's kind of cool. Papaya Crystal 2. Not bad, but at this point on both Helion and Tristy, these are fairly easy to farm, and I feel like it's kind of just a wasted slot. 10 Z coins, that's always going to be nice. Illusion Fragments, completely useless, so that doesn't need to be in there. A one-day Watermelon Rune. Now, that's actually kind of nice, just given that because you get this every day. Keep this in mind, guys. This isn't a 30-day Watermelon Rune, but during the time that this event is running, you get a one-day rune box, which basically means you get a watermelon rune during the entire duration of this connected event. So this is actually pretty OP. This one-day watermelon rune is fantastic. That is really nice. It's very generous. Everyone likes the watermelon rune. It has a good trigger rate. It has good stats. Yeah, no, that's awesome. This is definitely something that I think will get a lot of people to connect every day. And then the white metal rat fortune box. This is actually pretty good. I don't have a list of what is in it in front of me right now, but I do remember that one of the things you can get from this box is that Snow White Hanbok costume, which is really good. So I'm glad that they brought this back too. So actually, overall, these are decent. I just wish the illusion fragments and papaya crystals were something else, but that's decent for the time rewards. But only if you're playing, right? But I don't know. Overall, that's decent. Now, for the target monster hunting, Swift Crystal, I don't think should be there at all. You already get a lot of them from, exchanging. I just don't think it should be there. The XP scroll, 200%, 1, decent. I don't know. It's okay. I mean, it's just 200%, but I guess you could stack it with other ones. Nair scroll, 10. This is pretty nice. I mean, 10 is like, I mean, that's a step 1, right? So actually, I don't know. Nair scroll 10 actually kind of makes sense to me. That's fine. 1 DK coin. I don't know. I feel like if you're going to put 1 DK coin in there, it should have been like 5 or something. Like, that just seems kind of low, given that you can kind of craft them anyway. But, we'll take it, whatever. Survival supplies. And if you look at the survival supplies, you can go down here and see what it is. It's actually a random box, which we all love so much. But you can get a plier, brand option lock, camouflage, potions we don't want, soul stones we don't want, warp stones we don't want. The stamina is kind of nice, and obviously a 6-hour Arcadia protection is very generous. So I guess that's cool, but it's in a random box, so I don't like it. Matira Anger 5. Now, it's really nice that they're putting Angers here. As you guys know, I complained about these being hard to farm before, so the fact that it's in here is nice. However, the fact that you have to kill 2,400 monsters for 5 is... I don't know, the time versus reward thing just doesn't seem that good to me. I like that the Angers are here, but if it's going to be that much, this number should be higher. I think it should be like 20, or if they would have put it like up top here as a higher reward, then I think 5 would have been okay, and then maybe a higher amount down here or something like that. But at least they're putting the Angers in. I mean, it's a step in the right direction, but it's still not great here. And then obviously a 1,100% experience scroll is very nice, so that's good. The exchange rewards, I very rarely do the exchange rewards, guys, because I just find it frustrating. But given how cheap Obsidian, Fortress vouchers, Magic Stone pieces, and socket powders are, the first 4 I could see myself doing. 10 Dragon Souls is actually pretty nice. You get 10 a day during the duration of this event. And how long is this one going for? This is the... This is the Melon Farmer, or Get Connected until September 10th. So you almost have a full month, which means you can get close to like 300 Dragon Souls if you do this every day, which is actually like, I mean, that's pretty decent. I mean, it's, I don't know, I guess it should be better, but if you're farming them anyway, it's a nice little addition to that. 300% amulet every day. That's nice. That means every day you can have a 300% experience boost, which is good. The 1 cacao, you guys know how I feel about that. Not even going to talk about it. And then once again, the exciting hot time room for 1 day. So basically right now with the connection rewards, if you're staying active, you can constantly have a watermelon rune, a hot time rune, and a 300% exchange box, which actually for leveling is kind of nice. Like, this is decent. Do I think it's enough to like make people want to like go for 200 more? Not really, but I mean, it's decent. And then a Dekaron Lucky Box. I don't remember what's in that, but the fact that it's exchanged for a Naruk makes it not worth it in my opinion anyway, because we need Naruks for other things, and you can only farm maybe 1 every day. So yeah. And then Seed of Dreams White Metal Fortune Box. Once again, kind of nice if you're trying to get that Snow White Hanbok costume, which is good. So I don't know. The connection rewards are okay. If you're in the process of leveling up, I guess it's kind of nice right now because you get a watermelon rune, you get a experience scroll every day, your 2 experience scrolls every day, and you get the amulet, another rune, and yeah, I mean, actually, this is like in terms of leveling, it's fairly generous. But you guys already know how I feel about leveling. The truth is if you're trying to get to level 200, this is really not even going to put a dent in that anyway, because you're still going to have to buy yourself holy water. And if you realistically want it to happen in a decent amount of time, the 300% isn't enough. You need to like go buy the 700% in the D shop. You need to get your full runes, which you can farm in game, and then you need to have scrolls active like basically all the time. Like if you want to get this done in a realistic amount of time, otherwise it's going to take you months and months and months of AFKing in Arcadia with just the like holy water and what they're giving you here. And the fact is that once you level up, I mean, once again, I don't even get the point, because if you want to level up your Grandmeisters, you have to spend money anyway. So still, it doesn't, it's still like the input time versus reward still isn't there for me personally. But I mean, this is like, I mean, the rewards are fairly nice. So I mean, they've been better than they have in the past. So I'll say that. Now this is really cool. This has me like really excited actually. So there's a skill UI enhancement. And they're making it look a little cleaner, and now you can invest multiple points at once and see how it'll update the skill, which is really cool. Now, when they first said this, I thought they were gonna like actually tell you what the skill does, but they don't. But they did mention here. I'm gonna scroll ahead just a little bit here, that we're in the process of adjusting names and descriptions of skills in order to make sure that they fit the new skill UI. Most descriptions have been slightly adjusted for this. And they want to improve and make it as useful as possible, which is really nice. So I want to hop in game really quick here, guys, and show you guys this. It's actually really cool. So here's the skill window. It looks really good. And when you're leveling up now, you can see you can click, you can invest multiple points, and it'll tell you what you're doing. Now, here is my thing. Dekaron is notoriously terrible for telling you what skills do. Because, like, a lot of times the description does not even remotely cover what the skill does, in terms of, like, the debuffs and the stuns and everything like that. This should be way more detailed. Everybody and their grandma goes to that Dekaron XYZ or GA website that I mentioned in my new player resources guide. And the reason for that is because that actually tells you what the base damage is. It tells you what the skill does at what level. It tells you, like if it does a stun, if it does a debuff, what's the percentage at each level. That is what this should have. I mean, what other MMORPG do you know where you like are leveling up your skills, but like you don't actually know how the skills are improved? I feel like most of them like at least tell you that, and Dekaron doesn't. So if they were willing to make that undertaking to make this new UI as you're leveling up tell you like the base damage, the percent for a debuff or the stun or whatever, that would be phenomenal. It would be a massive undertaking for them, but it would be phenomenal. It really would be, and I would be very excited to see that if they made that happen. Anyway, let's go back to our news post here. So that is that. And then the last thing here is just some stuff in the D shop. So they're adding some more experience scroll garbage stuff. They're changing around the platinum box. They added this mount back in there who looks kind of cool. And then they're adding a new guard BG132, which is totally useless, and a Vitality 150 green crest, which is... it's 10 more than the last one. So once again, my thing here is if you're going to add an even better one into the premium slot, why not make like the 130 or something farmable in game? But, you know, I'm just beating a dead horse with that one. And then for no melon farming reason, the Trusty Key has been renamed to Trusty Key. I'm fine with that, honestly. Just make it a little bit shorter. And then bugs and fixes, like I said, they mentioned the skills, and then now there's something with this armor about the name being incorrect, like about when you're like logging in or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, guys, yeah, that's kind of your Melon Farmer update. I personally don't really see myself participating in it too much. Like I said, the connection rewards are actually decent right now, but I don't know, at least for me, they're not, like, incredibly useful because I'm not trying to level. Like, if I was trying to level, I would find them useful. I might just do my 30-minute connection times for that white rat box because I would like to get that Snow White Hanbok costume. But besides that, I don't really see this update being incredibly useful to me. And for everyone that already has their Perpetuus, the rest of the update is kind of useless as well. But if you are trying to farm your Perpetuus, this is absolutely the time to do it, because if you're running Sacred Claw, you're just going to be getting extra items from the event. So yeah, that pretty much covers it, guys. If you have any questions or suggestions, as always, you can leave them in the comments. And until next time, take care.